7, yo. Yes, sir. All right, we back. All right, we got enough time for one blunt, but on this live, I'm about to post the link and invite y'all to come up. Even if it's just to say what up. All right, here's your link. How did you get the name Dirty Weather? I promise you, that's the $1 million question. I can tell you some stuff, but you'll still be confused even after I tell you what it means. But think about Captain Planet if you're old enough to know about Captain Planet. And each one of them people had an element and they formed to make Captain Planet. No, I'll tear my pieces off. They didn't got me. They didn't got me. I'm gonna grab us. I think the rain is almost here. Damn. One thing about these grabbers is when you mess up, because it be some thick stems in that thing. All right, what was I talking about? Oh, the name. Anyhow, so all them elements come back and form Captain Planet. So the question that I'll ask you or pose to you is, what if all those elements was within us? Nah, they stay kind of moist. But what if all the elements, what if a person had all the elements needed? See, you're still confused. I'm confused. Only thing I can tell you is I came with the name, and it's been my name since 2014. I used to rap under the name Dirty Weather. Please don't Google Dirty Weather and listen to my old music. Please don't do that and then come back and try to critique me because I got bars. I got real bars. That music there I made when I first came home. So please don't Google music by Dirty Weather at SoundCloud and come back and talk shit. What's up with Smoke Diggity? The link is posted. I'm rocking till like 8 something. The link is posted. The link is posted. Sack is getting blessed by the sky tonight. You see that shit? It's like look like it's supposed to be dark, but the sun is just staying out. Sky is actually pretty nice. I'm glad you seen that because I'm out here looking at it too, tripping. Your MySpace was popping top 3 on the friends list. I ain't had no damn MySpace. Wasn't even my generation. I had a black. I had a what was that shit called? I had a Moco space in prison. Hey, Dirk, I'll blame you. You could have hurt somebody that got life for that shit. All right, all right. Since it's enough for y'all. See, the thing is, I don't be liking to talk about 60 days in if it's only like one troll and two people ask. No, it got to be enough of y'all fans or enough of y'all people that want to know in this live for me to talk about it. So if y'all all still here, run y'all questions real quick. I ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time on it, but run your questions. I remember Black Planet, but I never had one. So Tormented Black Soul, I'll start with yours, and then I'll bounce around. I'm good. I can bounce around. So you could have hurt somebody and got life on that show. I doubt that. I doubt that. I'm a little smarter than that. I might have took off on somebody though if I felt threatened. Fuck a show. But I was more concerned with my health. I don't give a fuck if they took my blood pressure when I got out of that situation. That situation was causing. See, this is where the thing that people get fucked up. Even if it was high because I was in jail, nigga, my shit is high and I'm in jail. So if I don't get out of jail, my shit is gonna stay high, obviously. Even if that was the reason. So therefore, nigga, I did what any motherfucker that care about himself and care about living should have did. Voiced his concern to the people in the jail, and then when they don't respond, nigga, well, I ain't one of these motherfuckers stuck up in here. And if I'm gonna get up out of here, I'm gonna raise up. Cause y'all ain't about to let me die up in here. I don't want to die in here. You see how they switched it? Like it was a violent ass place. That shit wasn't. That shit was whack. The people that I did meet, I let them know exactly where I was from. Exactly. But the thing is, they didn't show none of that shit. They didn't show me. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't show me interact with pretty much nobody. But the neighbors that was telling me to hit the button about my blood pressure. Other than that, they didn't show me interacting with nobody. They really was like disappointed that I left for 6 days, and they showed it. Is it real? That shit is real as fuck. That shit is real as fuck. You can get stabbed. You can get beat up. I'm surprised more people haven't been beat up on that show. That shit is real as fuck. For real, for real. Frying the kidneys is no good. But the thing is, right, they kind of limit you on what you can say and what you can't say because they like monitor their lives and shit. That's why I really wasn't talking about no 60 days in because I know. See, I just got a text from X who that said 60 days in on A&E. Who's tuned in live tonight? What? That shit coming on tonight. I don't even know. I ain't been watching that shit. Once I left, shit, I ain't had no. I mean, support the cast, but shit, I ain't on it no more. I might watch them all at one time or something. Did you have a knife? No. G Money, what's happening? I was only there for 6 days, and I promise you, before I gotta make a knife, It'll get cold in this bitch. If I gotta make a knife, it's getting cold in this bitch because I didn't got it in over my head. So if I gotta make a knife on the show, I didn't got it in over my head. When I can give the sign and be gone in 15 minutes. Been watching since season one. What's that? What's up, Isha? So high blood pressure is frying the kidneys. I had no idea. I know it's doing something. How they always knowing somebody on the show seems like somebody get caught every season because everything is not on camera. Every conversation, everything, because they can only edit in so much, and a lot of times people be saying too much, or they're just flat out bad actors. To where if they come up in front of any convict and they act in certain type of ways and answering questions wrong and shit, they're gonna get sniffed out. See me, I was they made it look like they was hitting me up and talking shit and all that when I first came in, talking about Popo. No, they was saying that's the Popo Hotel, meaning they be running stings and shit at the Beaumont. They made it seem like they was trying to have that, like they was gonna have my number any day. And I promise you, I just stood up under all that shit because I am who I am. And I was going as myself. I was going as myself. They wasn't about to catch me in no lies. I had to change my story so they wouldn't catch me in no lies. Cause they gave me a bunk ass cover story. Bunk ass cover story. The 60 days and go to LA County or any Cali County jail. Uh, I doubt that. Seriously, I doubt that. Maybe Wayside, but not the towers. Not the towers. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much gang banging. It's too much gang banging for LA County to be on for them to do that on that show. Now maybe some of the surrounding jails and shit, but nah. Now any county jail, hell yeah, hell yeah. But I think one of the criteria they look for, actually no, no, because if you go back to Fulton County or I forget what the other one was, season 8. Which county jail was that? I forgot. What was Clayton? They had gang members. They did. They had a population of gang members. So, like I say, that shit is real. When you in there, you in there. But that was one of the bunkest fights, right? Let me tell you about that fight, though. That fight did not happen when I was in that pot. I don't care what the fuck they edited and how they edited it. When that fight happened, I was not there. They edited it me in the bathroom, and then they cut to me walking out the door. Like I just walked past these motherfuckers fighting and didn't even look. What? Anybody that knows me know I'm on point. It's a fight. Let me get my back to the wall and see. I want to see it too. Shit. You hear it. Thump it. Slap, 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 slap. Wasn't none of that. I went in that motherfucker and laid down for a minute, gave a signal. But after I gave a signal, I was like, fuck it, I'm in here. Nigga ate lunch, played chess, like 6 games of chess. I beat a motherfucker in 3 moves. Would you participate on a TV show that consists of all convicts, a square, or two, all in one house? Huh. That's That's interesting. That's interesting because I would consider myself the square. I would consider myself the square because the convict, you gotta literally like that's a frame of mind and it's a way of life. All convicts, you will see a strange phenomenon that would be replayed if in front of everybody that only plays out in prison. You will see how we all get together, have a meeting, politic, divvy up responsibilities, set the rules, set the boundaries, set the places, the smoke spots, all that. That's what would happen in a house full of convicts. There'd be some order in that shit because convicts would be like, man, we ain't coexisting in this motherfucker. It ain't harmony right now, so we need to address this shit before we go further. That's how some convicts gonna get at it. Now the square, all they gotta do is follow in suit. They made you look the type of way like he was calling for help. That's some ain't that some bullshit? Just think, picture if you me watching this shit, and I know what really happened. I lived it. I know what happened. Just picture you watching this shit. You and when the show was over, I looked at Drina. I was like, that was some bullshit. They really just did that to old dirty. Uh, really did dirty like that, man. That's all right though. I accomplished my mission. Shit. I'm internationally known. Allegedly, allegedly, I'm a celebrity. Allegedly. But I will tell you this: when I was when I was leaving, those tears, them was real because I felt the hurt months down the road when people were going to be watching and they see that I got to leave like that. So that disappointment, them was disappointed tears. I don't know how somewhere in translation they was like them was see now I'm getting to really kind of talk about it a little bit because the show is over. Everybody done left the jail. So now I can talk about this shit. But for y'all that when you say man ain't supposed to cry, no, that was disappointment tears. Like damn man. I wish I could say, but I can't, man. This shit is crazy. I'm gonna die up in this motherfucker. Do you wanna go home, Fidel? I don't wanna die in here. Period. But a lot of people have never really heard my side of the story, and I kind of find power in kind of holding my tongue a little bit because it allows me to see where people at. Because some people got straight hate me heart, and they'll come over and just introduce it into your world, and I ain't got time. So I see you coming. If I just don't say nothing and let you go, let you judge me off of 60 days in, and I see you coming a mile away. You're fair. But if you come with real, genuine questions like y'all, that's what's up. And I'll talk to y'all all day. They did put the sad music. That was out of pocket for that. What about a reality show? One house, six different YouTubers. One house, six different YouTubers. The only way I think it would be interesting is if it was a YouTuber from each genre, because not all genres. You'd be surprised. Prison genre is the only one that even politic a little bit. The other gangbang genre, whatever it's called, they just really started with the full politicking. So if you got six YouTubers from different genres, just pick one. I'll pick a weird one. the mechanic genre, the ASMR genre, just different weird different genres and put them all together and watch them call this. I just realized something. This motherfucking link been posted this whole time. So it must have been wrong or something. He said I felt that I'm on a few line. Man, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. I hate that life. Being on bond, I couldn't do it. I could not do like I couldn't do it. That's why I ran from the jump. Like, as soon as I bonded out, I already knew I was about to run. The homies asked me like, "What are you gonna do?" I told them, I said, "I'm about to run as far as I can," and that's what I did. That's how I ended up in Panama City. I ran from Sacramento as far as I could. Fuck a bell. Fuck a bond. How do you feel about Jamil damn near becoming a legit inmate? You think that was a legit inmate? You wouldn't. If you would allow, if I would have allowed myself to stay there, what Jamil did would have been child's play. I would have took the whole pot over. I'd have introduced all type of. I'd have changed that whole atmosphere if I would have been able to stay. But Jamil went in. Jamil really went into protect mode. Like he spent the show mainly trying to protect his cover. Like that was his number one thing. I'm protecting my cover. All this information shit, I don't know nothing about all that. I ain't seen shit. He stuck to the code. So if sticking to the code it means becoming a legit inmate, then yeah. Because I promise you, he ain't did a day in jail. Jamil had never did a day in jail. I don't know if you know, but he actually he in movies and shit. He been in movies. So he got acting under his belt. So some of that stuff probably could have been, you feel me? But for the most part, if he's a square like he is, then I mean he got hood family, so he know the basics and he stuck to that. And when you get confronted and you got somebody always in your ear picking with you, then your main motivation becomes survival, not to get information. All the girls and shit, they was in cells. So they was getting information all the time, air hustling and shit. When you in a dorm with 20 other motherfuckers, ain't no secret. So Jamil did what he had to do. He said, I ain't come here to tell on nobody. Watch when y'all see the reunion show. Y'all gonna be like, this reunion show is probably the littest reunion show y'all ever seen. Made up that the reunion show is gonna make up. Let me shut up. I'm gonna just say the reunion is gonna make up for the performance of the show this season. This is my second live I watched. The last time you addressed the trolls 90% of the time. This nigga's talking about the topic of the live or giving trolls shine again tonight. Nah, we ain't on that. You actually you actually caught a rare thing. You actually caught a rare thing. But I'm gonna tell you this. If you need to be on topic, you gotta understand we smoke a lot of weed around here and we stay on topic, but we go wherever the conversation goes. Although I do understand that some people have a need to be on topic. Well, the topic was Aaliyah, and I asked earlier. I challenged people to say, to come with a event, a situation, or something that happened that nobody will forget. Like the whole, you know where you was at when this situation happened, and we have shit. We covered we covered enough to where they was overlapping. It became hard to come with a situation. But right now, we was talking about 60 days in. Somebody asked a question, and I promise you, if you like topics, then try to introduce topics because that's good too. And topics come by way of a simple question. But yeah, you're right though. But I also announced in that live that particular live I had time, and them motherfuckers was coming out like a Thriller video. Them motherfuckers was coming out the cut. But it's evident that I opened the door for that, and there's plenty of people that got time. But at the same time, I don't be attracting trolls like that. I just got to deal with people that ask stupid questions about 60 days in. Aside from that, I'm on some solid shit. People judge you off of the last thing that they seen you do. Well, so for a lot of people, they just now realizing that I was on that show. Like just now realizing it. This motherfucker's having paradigm shifts every day. Clothes look beat. Did you stay fresh when you did your time in Cali? Man, them clothes that they gave me, man, that was a fucking jumpsuit that was too small. I had to hit the. I actually, it was a lady that they blurred her face, but she looked out for me. Like on the third day, I finally got a bigger jumpsuit, but it was hard, man. In the beginning, that's how I kept that motherfucker rolled down. That motherfucker too damn tight. How was the food? Horrible. That's the worst food ever. But I will say, I had one meal on the main line or a general population, and that was a chicken patty, and that shit had hella season. That shit was salty as fuck. But all the food that I got on quarantine, that motherfucker, that shit was bland as shit and mixed up like it was like goulash every day. Lunch was a combination of breakfast and some soup, like whatever was left over from breakfast, cornbread, the fake sausage, whatever that shit all get threw up in that stew for lunch. The staff act professional. Yeah, for the most part, but they didn't do shit. Like you could ask them for shit all day long. They'll tell you like, yeah, we'll do it, but they don't hold your breath. All this BS. How many people do we know that's been on TV 3 different times? I ain't mad at you. I'm just glad to know you. That's some see. That's the fuck I'm talking about. I don't even know nobody been on TV 3 different times. Do you? How do the camera crew do with keeping people's covered? They actually do pretty good. Mines do their best to get rid of trolls. That's extra disrespectful. Thirst still sees them on the StreamYard, unfortunately. Now that part I didn't know. That part I didn't know. I probably would have had a different approach. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Them trolls was vicious that one live though. And it was very annoying. But at the same time, that's like just think I'm a hot blooded American male. and that testosterone builds up some time. And that day I had time, and I was squaring off with all of the asses. It's just the ones that it's other ones because the comments was scrolling hella fast that was getting by because Drina was like, "Did you see this one? Did you see what this person said?" But I think it was because I was focusing in on one troll at a time. Like I was giving them their individuals, and that's why I was missing a lot of them comments. Probably seriously, three different mainstream TV programs. You're right, but don't forget how many YouTube channels that I've been on too. Don't forget that. All right, man. Let me get up out of here. I gotta get ready for work and things, man. Lucky Loco, what's happening? Gotta get ready. All right, so I'll be going live probably tomorrow this time too. All right, man. 30.